Chapter 21, Freshman Competition of Beast Taming No. 3 Middle School. The rewards are generous and You are listening at novelfold.audio. Wow, there are so many people. Su Xiao Xiao pulled Yi Yinchuan's clothes. The scene, students from 3 classes, more than 100 people. There are also some teachers whose names I don't know, seniors. Ahem. Classmates, welcome to Donyang City Beast Taming No. 3 Middle School, the primary battlefield. A gray-haired, goatee, glasses, and a suit with a small bow tie, a sturdy old man, standing on the stage and speaking. Is this guy really not the grandfather who wants to beat chicken? You said he suddenly took out a bucket of fried chicken. I believe it, but Yi Yinchuan is in the display window at the school gate. I have seen this person's information, the principal of Beast Taming No. 3 Middle School, Li Sanyang. I heard he is a diamond beast master, also above platinum. The famous pet is the goat horn demon, participated in the Chinese Defense War, killed countless enemies. I am a glorious retired soldier. The battlefield is like a basketball court. In the middle is a battle area, very big, because battles are not just single pet battles, there are also multi-pet battles, even team battles involving multiple summoners. Sometimes multiple battles are arranged to be carried out at the same time. This is just a primary battlefield. Beast Taming No. 3 Middle School also has intermediate and advanced battlefields. It will only be used in larger-scale competitions. Please invite Mr. Ma Wenkai from our Resource Management Department. He will introduce the rewards for this battle to the students. Seeing the unremarkable male teacher, Yi Yinchuan's heart moved. Isn't this the one who gave him convenience at noon today? Win a game and get 10,000. Deposit on the spot. The first-ranked class will get 0.5 credits per person. You can also get a week of free use of the training ground. The best VP in each class will be rewarded with a pet energy block. No attributes, bronze level. According to the ranking, it is 5, 3, and 1 respectively. Please prepare for the students who are going to the battle. Ma Wenkai is like an emotionless broadcasting machine, but what he said, but it made every student excited. Yi Yinchuan's expression also moved slightly. 1 week of free use of the training ground, and the PEX energy block. Who you didn't say these? PEX energy block, it is a substitute developed by PEX company based on pet crystals and crystal cores. It can be said to be one of the best supplements for pets. A bronze level PEX energy block. The official price is 5,888 alliance coins. The actual price is even more expensive. This is the real hard currency. Even economic experts have said, alliance coins may depreciate. But PEX energy blocks will never, unless one day people don't need to cultivate pets, or crystals and crystal cores are everywhere. If the VP is not me, I am willing to buy it for 8,000. No matter how many there are. Li Ziming showed his cards directly. Things like PEX energy blocks, you can never have too much. Everyone knows that the 8,000 he said is the unit price. Li Ziming, you are not the only one who wants the PEX energy block. Su Mu glanced at him and said. Or do you think anyone standing here is short of money? That he was born with tiger eyes, and he was powerful. He has the SS level talent of Tiger Roar and Dragon Roar. He has the alliance as a backer. Su Mu is not inferior to Li Ziming, a rich man. Me. I am short of money. Yi Yinchuan shouted in his heart. Su Mu, you are also a commoner. Is it really good to be so Versailles? My 2 classmates, these are secondary. Winning the game is the most important. Seeing that the 2 disagreed, Zhao Huaizhen spoke. The 2 glanced at Zhao Huaizhen. Of course we have to win the game. It's good for VPs to rely on their own abilities. Su Mu is very confident in his own strength. Is the selection of VPs necessarily fair? Li Ziming doesn't think so. Zhao Huaizhen cast his eyes on Qin Shuer and Yi Yinchuan, who have not spoken. You too. Help me. Qin Shuer. Don't look at me. I don't know what to say either. Yi Yinchuan cleared his throat. Classmates disagree and have a dispute. It doesn't matter, I will help. 2 lives. I, Yi Yinchuan, have eaten more candy than you have eaten rice. A bunch of brats. It's just the lowest level PEX energy block. It hasn't been distributed yet. The team has started to have problems. Ahem. If you ask me, as long as you get the first place, there will be 5 PEX energy blocks, and everyone can get one. Yi Yinchuan spoke slowly. After listening, Li Ziming frowned. Although I really want to have them all, but it's better than not getting any. Sumu also thought about it, although he is very confident in his own strength, but he is not blindly arrogant enough to be able to get VP, just like Li Ziming said, who said that the selection of VP must be fair. Zhao Huaizhen was delighted. I think this is good. He looked at Yi Yinchuan with more appreciation. Yi Yinchuan's eyes were a little evasive. Brother, you are a grown man, don't look at me like that, I'm scared. Me too. Chen Shuer said. Wait a minute. What if we're not first? Li Ziming hasn't said anything yet. I felt 4 murderous eyes piercing me. If it's not number 1, I don't want it, and you guys share it. Yi Yinchuan was categorical, full of courage. He was holding a fire in his heart. Win 10,000. The fight hasn't started yet. Are you going to tell me that you lose? Chen Shuer couldn't help but look at him one more time. This guy is so handsome that it's not obvious, but why does it seem that the more I look at it, the more pleasing it is to my eyes? Li Ziming didn't dare to say anything. Ask again. He was even afraid that he would be cleared out by class 2. Hu Yu was eavesdropping not far away. With a funny face, there really is no such thing as too much PEX energy block. Even the lowest level, both black iron level and silver level pet beasts can absorb it. Not only can you improve the level of your pet, there is also a slight chance of improving your qualifications, so it's normal for students to argue about this. Li Ziming and the others are pretty good, just a little disagreement. The fight turned red in the face. There are many people who are fighting, just like class 3. Also because of the distribution issue, there has been a fierce quarrel. It was their class teacher who came forward to stop it. Yi Yinchuan resolved the conflict in a few words, and convinced everyone. You must know that those few are all arrogant geniuses. What kind of growing environment was it? Only for a 17-year-old boy, have such emotional intelligence and experience. Or, leadership. If Yi Yinchuan knew what you said about him, you might feel a little embarrassed. No matter what I say about my previous life, I also led a small team, although not a leader, just high-end social animals, but no matter what, there is also a professional life that is not human on both sides, and being beaten down by society. Learn something, they are all basic operations. As for why Hu Yu has such good hearing, after the pet beast reaches the first level of gold, feedback will begin to the beast master. Not only the physical fitness is improved in all aspects, it also increases lifespan. Otherwise, with human physique, it's hard to keep up with the increasingly powerful pet beasts. This is basic common sense, and gold level. It is also known as the true threshold of a beast master. It is still far away for Yi Yinchuan. Please come out for the contestants. There are 3 classes in total, 5 people in each class, 15 people in total. The competition is based on a point system. Win a handful and get 1 point. In the first round, 2 random matches will be played. In the second round, follow the order of the draw and challenge on your own. And then it just kept repeating. Straight until everyone is eliminated. Finally ranked by points. The first is the first round. 2 against 2. This means that at least one person will get a bye. At this time, everyone is digesting the rules of the battle. There is almost always a question in my mind, what should I do if I get a bye? And some teachers, or seniors, he already knew the answer and snickered proudly. Those who have a bye will get 1 point for victory. Some freshmen were in an uproar. Is this okay? That's too hasty. The teacher hosting the competition shrugged. This rule is set by the principal. In his words. That is luck. It's also part of strength. If someone is dissatisfied, you can challenge him. His current strength is at most diamonds. As long as you beat him, you have the final say on the school rules, competition rules, and so on. Finished, there was a burst of cheers and excitement in the audience. Yi Yinchuan couldn't help but laugh. Challenge the principal. Modify school rules. That's outrageous. But I like it. The animal control class is really fun. There was originally a solemn and tense atmosphere before the start of the game, all resolved at this moment. The host teacher presses the button, the big screen in the venue started random drawings. First round, Class 2, Yi Yinchuan. Battle, Class 1, Su Lang Lang. Accompanied by the subtitles on the big screen, Yi Yinchuan's expression became serious. Take a deep breath, he gently touched the pet ring. Are you ready? Hug, 10,000 yuan. Hug, star. Omega asterisk. Star, for the endless large-tail shrimps. Spectating area, Su Bobo clenched his fists. Unexpectedly, Yi Yinchuan was not only the first, it was a direct confrontation, the brother that he wanted to defeat, Su Lang Lang. That guy is really strong. Yi Yinchuan, you can't lose. Su Xiaoxiao hugged little Cao tightly. Brother, we must win. Hu Huanjing sighed and wiped his lenses. Come on, Yi Yinchuan. You are the hope of civilian summoners, the first game must be won. Be energetic. Just make up for the regret that I can't play. I will watch your battle with all my heart. Brother Yinchuan will win. Brother Yinchuan. I believe in you. Yi Yinchuan's #1 male fan screamed wildly. Other students are also cheering for Yi Yinchuan, but there are so many female classmates, the voice can't suppress this guy. Come on, you have a bad voice. It is closely related to this temporary game. Chen Yejia was even more nervous than when he was on stage. The first game is crucial. It affects morale very much. You win or lose, maybe it determines my future. I beg you to win. Please win. Classmate Yi Yinchuan. I didn't expect you to be the first to fight. What a blessing. Su Mu was a little eager to try. Go. I wish you success. Listen to the cheering behind you. Yi Yinchuan step by step moved firmly towards the battle zone. He repeated in his mind, point 10,000 yuan, 10,000 yuan. Su Lang Lang in front of me. He is a boy with wavy hair, I can tell. The facial features are very similar to Su Bobo. I heard that you defeated my sister. Su Lang Lang spoke, his eyes full of murderous intent. 10,000, who? Yi Yinchuan was stunned for a moment. Su Lang Lang was angry. I just defeated my lovely sister. He actually looked completely unimpressed, hateful. It's so disrespectful. I must defeat you. Otherwise, she will be very frustrated. Su Lang Lang was filled with murderous intent. Squeeze the pet ring. Class rank doesn't matter, the man who bullied my lovely sister, must die. Chapter 22 Mutated Water Frog vs Baby Seal. Terrifying breaking waves. 20 years of simulated Phi. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Well, Yi Yinchuan remembered, challenge his female classmate, Su Bobo. It seems that her brother's name is Su Lang Lang. Nice to meet you. Yi Yinchuan was polite. The pet ring flashed with green light, and a little seal appeared in front of everyone. Hug, the hug is no longer awkward this time. I am in a very full spirit, all thanks to the good meal given by my master. Of course, the mean swoosh aura on it is still looming. This is called temperament. Born, there is no way. Thank you for your size. Su Lang Lang's anger level was very full. Come out. Little water frog. As the bronze light surged, Su Lang Lang's pet beast appeared. It is a small water frog, one of the 3 royal families. He has aqua blue skin and looks like a standing frog. He has big, round eyes and is very cute. It's just that this little water frog is a little different. There are actually 4 hands. The 2 extra hands stand on the back like wings. It's a mutated little water frog. Hu Huanjing was very interested. The extra 2 hands are in a good position, look very flexible, and are more powerful than normal arms. Little water frog is already quite popular as one of the 3 imperial families. Coupled with this kind of benign mutation, it is simply one of a kind. If this little water frog follows the evolutionary path of a sumo frog, it will definitely be the best. Wait a minute. His talents are so consistent, so strong. This is simply the perfect start for the little water frog. At this time, the audience present was attracted. There are mutated pet beasts on both sides. Is the first battle so exciting? That little seal is so special, he even has a steel tail. Why do you feel so cheap? This little water frog is awesome. It's just disgusting to have 2 extra hands. It's not cute at all. Amid the discussion from the audience, the host teacher announced. The battle begins, that the two issued the attack order almost at the same time. Little water frog, beat them up. Hug. Quick fight, that the two pet beasts ran quickly and then collided with each other. Hug and flick directly, even without activating skills, its tail can be used as a weapon. The little water frog punched to meet the attack, forehand strike quickly, leaving almost no gaps, block the little seal's tail flick, two hands even grab the tail. Okay. Throw it out. Su Lang Lang seized the opportunity. As long as the four hands of the little water frog clamp the opponent's tail, the opponent is finished. Hug. Shrink your tail. The talent of hugging Rui's tail was activated, and the tail instantly became thinner and smaller, and slipped out from the seam of the little water frog's hand. Cunning. Su Lang Lang felt a little unhappy about losing the opportunity. Iron Tail. Accompanied by Yi Yinchuan's command, the hug turned from defense to offense, the steel luster flashed on the tail, and it was thrown hard at the little water frog. The little water frog used all four hands to block, but was still knocked back half a meter. There was a deep tail mark left on his body and hands. So strong, that when Su Lang Lang saw the destructive power of the little seal, he couldn't help but feel surprised and distressed. Given strange power, Su Lang Lang gritted his teeth and directly used his beast control talent. Yi Yinchuan's pupils shrank. He had already seen it on Su Lang Lang's panel. The gift of A-level talent and monster power can greatly increase the strength of the pet in a short period of time, which is very suitable for fighting beasts. I saw a red light popping out of Su Lang Lang's hand and shooting into the body of the little water frog. The body of the little water frog swelled up like a balloon. With muscles all over its body swelling and its veins twining, the four arms are extremely thick, and you can see the beating of veins and blood vessels. You've been strengthened, come on. Bang! The little water frog took a step, and there was a vibration on the ground. If it hadn't been specially treated, the floor would have been broken into pieces. It's coming. Su Lang Lang's strongest blow. Su Bobo, who was watching the battle, almost stood up. She only lost to Yi Yinchuan once, but she lost to Su Lang Lang countless times. Bestowed with strange power, the power exerted by this mutated little water frog almost left a shadow on her. Hug it, slide it. Seeing the strengthened little water frog, Yi Yinchuan did not intend to resist. A time-limited enhanced skill. Only fools will fight you. Hug. Hug immediately understood. The tail quickly shrunk and was tucked behind the buttocks, and then it trotted away to distance itself from the little water frog. This is called, run away with your tail between your legs. The speed of the little water frog was not slow originally, but after being given the strange power, it seemed that it even gained weight. The price of gaining power, it becomes bulky. Has his little seal always been so wretched? It's so. Su Mu couldn't help but complain. While caring about the situation of the battle, I wanted to cover my face. As long as I can win, that's fine. But if it's my little steel dragon, just stand and let him fight. Will he be able to fight? Li Ziming is very confident in the defense power of his pet beast. The tactics are correct, but they are too cumbersome. But as long as we can win, who cares? Hu Huanjing's sharp comments. I even admire Yi Yinchuan's approach. Just wait until the time given by the strange power is over. It would be nice if it were that simple. Su Bobo shook his head. If this can limit Su Lang Lang's performance, then her little bubble won't fail miserably every time. Look! My sister is watching. Seeing me defeat you for her, she will definitely feel relieved and feel proud of me as her brother. Su Lang Lang looked at Su Bobo in the audience, as if he couldn't wait to share his inner joy. Yi Yinchuan fell silent. Look at your sister. Who doesn't have it? I also have a younger sister, okay, cute and well-behaved. Gentle and kind. Although I don't know what is going on with these siblings, they are indeed a family and they all like to talk to themselves. Brother, wake up, the one your sister wants to defeat the most is you. She won't be happy if you beat me, so just lose to me honestly. 5,000 for your sister, 10,000 for you. I will remember your contribution. At this time, Su Lang Lang had already turned his gaze back from Su Bobo. Little water frog, use breaking waves. He trailed off. the little water frog raised its 4 hands, and the muscles on its arms were all tense, as if they were drawing a bow, accumulating terrible energy. In an instant, Ying felt threatened, breaking the waves. What a skill is this! Looks like he's about to take action. But at such a long distance and still moving, how could it be possible to get a hug? Pet beasts have countless skills. As a high school freshman, there is a bit of a blind spot in knowledge, which is very reasonable, but just because he doesn't know it doesn't mean that everyone doesn't know it. Breaking waves? Impossible. The skill of breaking waves can only achieve the effect of long-range attacks unless it reaches the proficiency level and there is water. Otherwise it's just an ordinary close-range strike. That Hu Huanjing stared at the little water frog, as if he wanted to see something. Could it be, that at this time, the teachers and seniors, who had been watching the battle and were relatively relaxed, became serious? I saw the little water frog suddenly opening its mouth and spitting out a large amount of water. Sure enough. His little water frog has mastered the ability to store water. Ying is in danger. Seeing this, Hu Huanjing's heart skipped a beat, confirming his idea, while the little water frog spits water. One of the 4 hands moved. To the naked eye, it looks like it's just pushing forward slowly, but the next moment, all you can see is the afterimage. The water spitting out in front of him seemed to be punched through, and a frog paw-shaped hole was forced out of the middle. Bang! There was a loud bang. Countless water droplets as thin as cow hair seemed to explode. Underneath the water droplets, the outline of an impact was clearly visible. It's too late, but it's soon. Just less than a step away from Hu Hua's feet, a force exploded, snapped. There was a loud bang on the floor in that area, and the force was so powerful that Hui fell back. Without a chance to breathe, the little water frog pushed out with its second hand. Bang! This time, it hit one of Hua Hui's legs. That leg was directly deformed. Visible to the naked eye. Seals have 4 limbs, you can search them. Hug! The hug and screams made Ying's heart feel like it was pinched. Admit defeat now and suffer less. Su Langlang was sure of victory. I'm afraid my sister will think I'm too cruel. Hearing this, Ying's eyes turned cold. Hug! I'm fine, Lord, we can't lose. Hearing the seal language of hugging, Ying's eyes were firm and he did not intend to admit defeat. Seeing that his efforts to persuade him to surrender were fruitless, Su Langlang sighed. With a wave of his hand, the little water frog struck out with another palm. Hug! Defense! Upon hearing the command, it hugs its tail and turns it into a cushion. Su Langlang's pupils shrank, and his intuition told him that this defense was not simple. Little water frog! With a shout, the little water frog pushed out its last hand at the same time. Bang bang! 2 guns fired in unison, terrifying power. It's over. The students in class 2 felt their hearts sink to the bottom. The hugging defensive tail successfully blocked a breaking wave, and the terrifying impact made the tail vibrate continuously. The power within it is difficult to dissipate, and another breaking wave has arrived. It's too late, and it's impossible to prevent it. He hit Hua hard on his other leg. Deformation, fracture, scream. Many students are also worried, but there is nothing they can do. This is a battle. Damn it! I really can't beat him. Su Bobo gritted his teeth. Hu Huanjing, including many students in class 2, were silent. Brother, come on! Su Xiao, who had always been silent and seldom spoke loudly, shouted at this moment, breaking the silence on the battlefield. Hug! Come on! Hear this cry. Su Langlang was surprised. How much he hoped it was Su Bobo cheering him on, but it's not. Is she your sister? You have a good sister. In a sense, I lost. Win the battle, lose everything else. Su Langlang was very emotional. As for his sister, he was envious and jealous of Ying. Who said you won the battle? Ying asked distressedly but calmly. Both of your little seal's legs are broken. What can you do to fight me? Su Langlang said. It will be over soon. Said, the little water frog walked towards the little seal step by step. The muscles in its body are fading away, and the time has come for strength to be given. Who said you can't stand up if your legs are broken? Ying sneered and shouted. Hugs. Your turn. At this moment, almost all the audience looked surprised. What does it mean? How can you fight if both legs are useless? Win with the head. However, Yinchuan and Baobao gave everyone the answer with practical actions. The hugging tail pushed back and became elastic and powerful, and its body stands up. Hug, played hashtag, accompanied by a roar. Hug uses the power of his tail to jump and run like a spring. Both of its legs hung limply, but unfortunately, only the eyes and tail are so powerful. Sky. Fuck, that the audience was shocked by Hua Hui's fighting will and execution. What a joke. It was obtained through simulation, more than 20 years of combat experience, and even experienced a genocide crisis. Although Hua Hui looks like a little waste at the critical moment, his fighting will is definitely that of a dead soldier. Su Langlang's face turned pale. He was really frightened and even forgot to give instructions. The little water frog was also a little stunned. It has never thought that after eating 4 of its own waves and losing both legs, its opponent can still fight like this. Hug, not taking advantage of the opponent's daze, Hug used the power of sprinting to press his tail down hard, and then bounced up hard. Jump up. Take it. The steel tail falling from the sky. Whip. Whoosh. Hugging tail, it instantly transformed into a long whip shining with steel, raised high. The whole body rolled in mid-air, and the whole body's strength accelerated with gravity, all gathered together, above this one. Snapped. The little water frog still thought, stretched out his hand to grab and resist, but the breaking wave just now, it consumes too much energy. At the same time, the speed of this whip is too fast. The front of the little water frog was deeply dented by a whip mark, its eyes rolled up, and it was knocked unconscious by the tail. Snapped. The tail of the hugging whip hit the floor with a crisp sound, like, severely, hit everyone's heart. When he came back to his senses, the little water frog had fallen to the ground. Hug fell to the ground and relied on his tail to support him. Hug, plate hashtag, plate, that I give you a hug, be the winner. I lost. Su Langlang was confused, seeing the little water frog lying there upright. He stayed for a few seconds before he realized the fact, he lost. His little water frog was knocked down by the tail of the little seal whose legs were missing. The battle is over and cannot be fought again. The host teacher was a little stunned and confirmed the situation. Then it was announced. The little water frog is unconscious. The winner is Yi Yinchuan's little seal. Hug, the host teacher had just memorized the name of this little seal. I can't help it, I'm so impressed. He officiated countless battles, but I have never seen a new pet beast with such a strong will to fight. Although tail power is its mutating characteristic, however, without that kind of fighting will, this effect cannot be achieved. But how is such a fighting will trained? Is there a Spartan training camp at home? The students in class 2 also opened their mouths. It wasn't until the presiding teacher made the announcement that cheers resounded across the battlefield. Shocking. So handsome. Yi Yinchuan. You are the pride of our second class. I apologize for what I just said about hugging being obscene. The number 1 male fan is even more crazy, perfectly explaining what it means to be horse. Brother Yinchuan. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. That's awesome. Su Bobo was also confused, feeling like he was in a dream. My brother, lost? That she smiled, but while smiling, there is also a sense of loss. Is it because I feel sorry for my brother? No. My sister just wants to defeat her brother with her own hands. The same as my sister. Su Xiaoxiao was about to take care of the little rabbit in her arms, suffocated. She was so excited that she was wet, the water in his eyes was spinning. Elder brother, she had too many things to say to Yi Yinchuan. There was so much excitement and joy, emotions came up all of a sudden, and I didn't know how to express them. Anyway, just happy. I'm happy for Yi Yinchuan, happier than anyone else here. Hu Huanjing took off his glasses and breathed a long sigh of relief. He, who always talked a lot, only said 2 words. 1. Chen Ye's family. He was probably one of the happiest people in the room. His gratitude to Yi Yinchuan made him promoted to his second male fan. Big brother. He will also be my big brother from now on. Chen Shuer, Li Ziming, Zhao Huaizhen, Su Mu, the four of them all looked at each other in bewilderment. Su Langlang's little water frog is really strong. They all thought Yi Yinchuan was going to lose, but Yi Yinchuan, and his little seal, really used their strength to tell them what it means to be awesome. I surrender. Li Ziming clapped his hands and applauded. It's good to win. Zhao Huaizhen came back to his senses after a long time and was happy for his teammates. Su Mu and Chen Shuer were both silent, and I don't know what they were thinking. This kid. Principal Li Sanyang, teacher Ma Wenkai, and several senior executives of the school were all sitting together. Their expressions were very exciting. Hu also breathed a sigh of relief for Yi Yinchuan. This battle was indeed a strong enemy. The 4 consecutive shots of breaking waves were far beyond the combat level of ordinary freshmen in the beast control class. We won. The victory at this moment, Yi Yinchuan no longer had 10,000 yuan in his mind. There was only the pure joy of victory and the love for Baobao. It hurts so much. You are really good. Yi Yinchuan held Baobao in his arms. Baobao stared at him. Baobao, Baobao is fine. You must give Baobao a lot of rewards later, Master Yin. Big-tailed shrimp meat, lots of big-tailed shrimp meat. Don't worry, I won't treat you badly. Yi Yinchuan felt distressed and wanted to laugh. Finally, he pulled Baobao's beard. After it bounced back, the fat meat near its mouth shook. Hurry up, send it to treatment. Fighting may cause injuries. The school is naturally prepared. This is a high-end treatment cabin produced by Pex. Put your little seal in it and take a nap, and it will almost recover. A treatment like this outside costs at least the price of a bronze energy block. But it is completely free during the competition. The teacher in charge of the treatment said to Yi Yinchuan. This kind of injury is very common, and there will be no sequelae, so don't worry. Thank you, teacher. Hearing this, Yi Yinchuan's hanging heart was finally put down. A bronze energy block is required for one treatment. Doesn't that start from 5888? This is a big profit. After confirming that Baobao is fine, Yi Yinchuan began to be heartless again. Ding dong. Your account has been credited, 10,000 yuan. Here it comes, it's here. Everyone loves him, and flowers bloom when they see him. Little money. Yi Yinchuan's nervousness and anxiety caused by Baobao's injury. With this reminder, it was completely forgotten. I like the school's money transfer speed again. It's even faster than 5G optical fiber. Baobao, just focus on healing. We will never treat you unfairly. Stayed by the treatment cabin, Yi Yinchuan began to pay attention to the next game. It was a match between Class 1 and Class 3. It didn't matter much to Class 2, but it could help us understand the situation of the opponent. At the same time, classmates also came over one after another to comfort him and Baobao. Chapter 23, Emei Yun Family. Ying. Little Gun Fox vs Red Panda. The Beast Battle between the Phi. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It's okay, it's not a big problem. Face the concerns of classmates. Yi Yinchuan looked relaxed, seems a little heartless. I felt sorry for myself and hugged me. I was hurt, just be sincerely good to it. There is no need to show it to others. It's a battle between pet beasts. Injuries are commonplace. If you can't adapt to this, still fighting or not? What kind of beast control class are you taking? After all, pet beasts are war pets, not for viewing. Not to mention, these are your own affairs. There is no need to bring bad emotions to classmates, complaining or hypocritical. Have that skill. It is better to watch the battle and study the opponent. Think about what to do next. Now on the field, the battle between Class 1 and Class 3 has begun. There are bronze-level fire monkeys on both sides. Don't look at everyone's pet animals blooming in full bloom. Yusanjia will always be. Yusanjia, a little fire monkey with excellent qualifications and talents. It is a smart choice for novice pets. The skin of the little fire monkey is fiery red. When excited and fighting, the tail will be set on fire. If you master the fire fist talent, even the fists will burn together, even without using skills. It can also be equipped with fire attribute attacks, burn enemies, obviously. Able to represent the class, there is no weak one. Both little fire monkeys have mastered the talent of Fire Fist. Punches were thrown and flames flew. The battle scenes are very cool. Many male students were excited to see this. Some have begun to regret it. Why didn't I choose the little fire monkey as my first pet beast? Finally, a class of little fire monkeys, rely on stronger battery life, defeated the opponent, the little fire monkey from class 3. If you lose because of the Beastmaster's talent. The talents of the Beastmasters on both sides are a level. One is called flame kinetic energy, one is called flame burn. That's the bad part. The effect of flame kinetic energy, it's when receiving fire attribute damage, it will absorb part of the damage and convert it into its own energy, and the flames burn, it can make the beast's flames last longer and continue to burn the enemy. One is more defensive, a partial attack. Originally they were all talents of the same level. But the kinetic energy of the flame just overwhelms the burning effect of the flame. You burn me, but I don't feel any pain, and recovery. How do you think you lost that it turns out to be the little Yakuza? You'll burn for no good. When you come out to fight, you need battery life. Perhaps, this is how the little fire monkey was handled. So handsome. If this goes well, I will definitely get a little fire monkey. Chen Yejia watched the game. My heart is full of expectations. The little fire monkey also has ground attributes, so my earth blessing can come in handy. When the time comes, you can evolve into a volcano monkey and contribute to our second team. Classmate Zhang Rui couldn't help but complain. The idea is good. But there is a high probability that you will be the one who gets knocked down. I wish you success. I really tie Q. The second sentence is really unnecessary. Chen Yejia covered his face, although a little dissatisfied, but the handle is soft. No matter what I say this time, I owe the whole class a favor, and Zhang Rui's pet beast Xiao Pai Kai, come here with a slap, he might really die, just forget it. The third battle begins immediately. Class 2, Chen Shuer, battle. Class 3, Luo Jiaojiao. Okay. It's Sister Shuer, she will definitely win. For Chen Shuer, a classmate from Class 2, all have great confidence. Yi Yinchuan looked towards the opposite station area. I had similar thoughts in my mind. Really, Chen Shuer's pet beast has so many advantages, elemental plus flying plus super, most people can't beat her. Both sides are against each other. That Luo Jiaojiao from Class 3, its pet animal is little carrot, plant pets. It is even more restrained in terms of attributes, to know, although the plant system restrains the water system. But once the water becomes ice, the restraint relationship is reversed. There is a saying called, eggplant beaten by frost. Wilted, can well illustrate this restraint relationship. Chen Shuer is also straightforward. A direct move can accelerate plus impact, that settles the fight. Simple and crude, the whole process takes less than 5 seconds. It is the most one-sided battle yet. When Luo Jiaojiao went down with little carrot in her arms, his face turned dark. Represent the class. I have imagined countless possibilities. The result is instantaneous, but the opponent's pet beast is completely different from my own. It's normal to be crushed. You can only admit that you are unlucky. As soon as I came up, I met Chen Shuer, the wall-hanging person. It's too strong. Chen Shuer from Class 2. She's so beautiful. Class 2, didn't lose a single game. Goddess, my heart is moved at the first sight. This ice crystal flower is outrageous. Being the first to instantly kill the opponent, Chen Shuer is plain and gentle. It left a very deep and good impression on everyone. He's strong, but he doesn't know how to look at people with his chin. The perfect goddess by Fume. Chen Shuer is not even aloof, but she has superior conditions and superior facial features. It's enough to make people feel awe. It's like growing on a high mountain, a flower that blooms alone. You can only watch from a distance, don't play with it. Luo Jiaojiao was defeated by Chen Shuer. When I returned to the position of Class 3, I was in a very bad mood. Sorry. Such a complete loss. Although the previous one also lost, but at any rate, things come and go, the frustration of being completely crushed. Too strong. Oh, Jiaojiao. I've just lost 2 games. When I come on stage, I'll turn the tide. A single ponytail with bangs on both sides, female classmates wearing red practice uniforms, one hand on the hip, patting Luo Jiaojiao's shoulder with one hand. Thank you, Ying. Luo Jiaojiao said a little embarrassed. She looked at the girl with a single ponytail with some longing. if it is Ying, she must not lose to that Chen Shuer. Game 4, that the host teacher's voice sounded. Class 2, Zhao Huaizhen. Battle. Class 3, Ying. Hear this sound, Ying's big eyes lit up, the desire to win is as burning as fire. Class 3 hasn't won yet. Students, don't lose heart, Ying, will break it. The host teacher looked at the information of the two people, stunned for a moment, then he announced excitedly. The two classmates we are going to fight next are both from fighting families. Tai Chi. Emei. After speaking, he looked at Principal Li Sanyang. Except for the scene between Chen Shuer and Luo Jiaojiao, it's an instant kill. There is something different about the arrangements for other battles. The first game was all about mutated beasts, the second game was all about little fire monkeys. Now, the fourth game is between two fighting families. You have to say that this is not a secret operation, it's hard to believe. Never mind, anyway, this kind of thing has been exposed several times. The battle is exciting, leave it alone. Yinchuan watched both sides play, thoughtful, Emei. It's also a familiar word, take out your phone and do a little search. The result was obtained. Emei is a big family, the Yun family inside uses marksmanship, obviously this Ying, he came from the Yun family. By the way, Yinchuan searched for Zhao Huaizhen's Tai Chi family, a little bit special, because the equivalent of Emei is Wudang. Tai Chi is a branch of Wudang, but this branch, now almost independent. Being able to be on an equal footing with my family. Even Tai Chi, the Zhao family is not alone either, there are other branches. Anyway, it's a bit complicated. Yinchuan had a rough idea. Ignore these twists and turns, continue to watch the battle between the fighting families is worth looking forward to. Tai Chi Zhao family, Zhao Huaizhen. It's not like a martial arts competition between aristocratic families. Why would you register your own number? Then remember it. My name is Ying, from the Emei Yun family. See, Ying is so lively, Zhao Huaizhen smiled fondly. Ying, I remember. Finished, his eyes became clear and serious. Come out, Zhao Dun. Touch the pet ring. In the bronze light, a red panda standing on two legs appears. Ying also stared seriously, white fingers traced the pet ring. Come out, Ari. Bronze light flashed, a small-eared fox appears. There is something special about this little-eared fox, its tail, it is longer and more powerful than the average small-eared fox. Yinchuan saw this. I couldn't help but think of a hug. After all, the evolutionary path of hugging, it's the tail seal. Is it a mutation? Many people have similar questions. I heard such discussions. Ying curled her lips, a little unhappy. She put her hands to her mouth, like a loudspeaker. Lean your upper body forward slightly. Listen carefully. This is not a mutation. This is a little gun fox specially bred by our Yun family generation after generation. Finish shouting, Ying huffed angrily. My chest, which had just grown, was rising and falling. Zhao Huaizhen was stunned. Do not misunderstand. His gaze was very gentlemanly. He was just thinking, why is this girl so lively? So cute. What are you looking at? Do you want to fight? Ying puffed up her cheeks. Ying is very angry today. Angry Ying is invincible. Come on, Ali. Defeat the guy named Zhao. We want class 3 to win for the first time. Accompanied by Ying's shouting. Small-eared fox, it should be said that it is a little gun fox, come straight up, a sweep of the tail, like a red gun tassel. Next moment, the tail stands up, becoming straight and hard. He stabbed the red panda hard. It's just like, the red tassel gun has arrived. Chapter 24 Spear and Shield. The clash of two S-level beast taming talents. Twin Phantoms vs. Chi and. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Red Panda, Bronze level 6, Little Gun Fox, Bronze level 5. In terms of level, Zhao Huaizhen has a small advantage, but when the Little Gun Fox attacked, it was like a spear, but the little panda blocked it with his hand. Bang! A muffled sound. The little panda was beaten back a step, and its paws were numb, Ying said with a little pride. The little gun fox that our Yun family has cultivated for generations has a tail like a gun. With the help of a Emei gun technique, it only takes a blink of an eye to kill the enemy. I have shown mercy so that you will not get hurt. Ying did not exaggerate. the little gun fox's tail can mimic the tip of a gun. If it is not restricted, the attack just now would have drawn blood. The tail is not sharp enough, and it is deliberately reserved. I understand. Zhao Huaizhen's eyes sank slightly, knowing that he had met a strong enemy. The Yun family's fighting skills are gun techniques, which require weapons. The Zhao family's fighting skills are Tai Chi fists and palms, which are performed with bare hands. In terms of direct killing, the former is obviously stronger. As he said that, Yuning's little gun fox attacked again, but the little panda pushed calmly, causing the little gun fox's attack to deviate directly. Not only did the little gun fox's attack miss, but its body was also pulled by a force and thrown out, falling to the ground in embarrassment. The next moment, the little gun fox quickly stood up with a flutter. The daily training made it more resistant to attacks, so this degree was nothing. Why not go all out? As Zhao Huaizhen spoke, his little panda also took a stance. He hooked his fingers at Ying and the little gun fox. Come on. Humph, don't cry if you get hurt. Ari, go. Ying gave an order. The little gun fox whimpered, no longer holding back. Its tail became sharp, and it attacked the little panda again. The little panda made a move, causing the little gun fox's tail to deviate, but the little gun fox swung its tail and attacked from the side again. Tai Chi. The red panda Tai Chi unfolded, like holding a big watermelon. All the attacks of the little gun fox were caught in the fist wind, like a ball of mud thrown into the sea. It sank instantly and disappeared without a trace. Is this Tai Chi? Yuning opened her mouth, a little shocked, but the next second, she curled her lips. Change the angle. This is a perfect target for practicing guns. I'm sure you'll be my friend. As she said that, she clenched her fist, as if holding the gun handle. Break the cloud. The little gun fox heard the command and sprinted, simulating a gun head with its tail up. Puff. The little panda's Tai Chi blocked the gun. It blocked it, but it didn't seem to block it completely. The little panda wielding Tai Chi was directly picked up and flew up. It's hard to imagine how much power the little gun fox had just now. The audience was stunned. Break the mountain. At the moment when the little panda was picked up, the little gun fox jumped up, rolled its whole body in the air, and chopped down fiercely. This chop seemed to have the power to split the mountain. That's why it's called breaking the mountain. Boom. The red panda was smashed to the ground, leaving a striking blood mark on its body. Fortunately, it was protected by Tai Chi, so the blood mark was very shallow. Zhao Huaizhen's eyes tensed for a moment, and he breathed a sigh of relief when he saw that the red panda was fine. Zhao Dun, stand up. Zhao Huaizhen activated his beast control talent and stretched out his hand to push. A blood-colored light fell into the red panda's body. The blood marks on the red panda's body recovered at a speed visible to the naked eye. At the same time, the breath surged. Even without rolling Tai Chi hands, there was Chi energy wrapped around the whole body, but it was blood-colored Chi energy visible to the naked eye. S-level talent, Chi and blood battle suit. It can stimulate the Chi and blood in the pet, burst out extraordinary power, and turn into a battle suit. It greatly improves the attack and defense, and at the same time gains the ability to recover quickly. The stronger the Chi and blood of the pet, the more terrifying this talent is. Whoa! The red panda, wearing the Chi and blood battle suit, roared. The whole venue shook. Yi Yinchuan held his breath slightly. The S-level talent Chi and blood battle suit is definitely the top of the line for fighting pets in the S-level category. It is visibly powerful and very practical. In comparison, my own ancient memories are really useless. At this time, the Chi and blood around the red panda circulated, generating a strong wind that blew Yuning's hair. Dun, use the entanglement. At Zhao Huaizhen's command, the red panda directly rushed forward and punched the little gun fox repeatedly. This entanglement made the red panda's fist seem to be sticky, and it kept chasing the little gun fox, and its seemingly bulky body was as light as a flying swallow. So strong. If you can't dodge, you can only fight hard. Yuning gritted her teeth and asked the little gun fox to stop dodging and attack with force. The tail turned into a gun and stabbed at the red panda again. However, under the blessing of the Chi and blood battle suit, the tail of the gun of the little gun fox was like poking cotton, and was melted away without a trace by the Chi and blood battle suit of the red panda. Under the blessing of the beast control talent, the red panda's attack and defense completely crushed the little gun fox. Just when everyone felt that the situation on the battlefield was one-sided, a purple-red stream of light fell on the little gun fox. It was Ying. She also activated the beast control talent, S-level talent, Twin Phantoms. I saw that a shadow seemed to walk out of the body of the little gun fox, a purple-red shadow. This shadow was so real that you could hear the sound when you stepped on the ground. Shadow's movements were completely synchronized with the little gun fox's. Little gun fox, Ying shouted lowly. Use lightning and flint. Poyin, the lightning and flint skills were activated, causing the little gun fox's speed to increase dramatically. Only two nearly overlapping afterimages were seen in the air, heading towards the red panda. Pick the afterimage. The red panda Tai Chi responded and blocked the attack of the little gun fox. However, with the blessing of electric light and flint, attack of the little gun fox pierced the protection of the Chi blood suit, but the red panda's hands were bleeding, and then evaporated into blood. At the same time, the wound healed at a speed visible to the naked eye, but the little gun fox has more than one attack. The function of twin phantoms is to allow pet beasts to create phantoms. The phantoms can behave very close to pet beasts. It is said, even if the master's soul is weaker, he still has 6 body powers. If a soul is strong enough, theoretically, the combat power of the phantom can even exceed that of the main body. Anyway, the red panda can block one shot, but not the second. Phantom's second shot arrived almost at the same time, aiming at the spot where the Chi blood suit was punctured. The 2 shots are fired in no particular order, and their power is superimposed. Bang! The red panda was taken flying again. Zhao Huaizhen's expression changed drastically. He had broken his defense. Duanyue, Ying shouted. The little gun fox and the phantom leaped high, almost overlapping. The 2 spear tails slashed down hard. Bang! Red panda's bloody suit, it shook. From a line in the middle, it starts to explode. Dun. Seeing the power of this move, Zhao Huaizhen knew that he couldn't hold it anymore. But how terrifying is the fighting instinct of a pet beast from a fighting family. The red panda turned sideways, Tai Chi energy wrapped around one arm, and silently pressed down on the little gun fox in midair. Bang! The next moment, when everyone saw clearly, the red panda had fallen to the ground like a sandbag, with an eye-catching blood mark on the front of its body and bleeding, lying in a big posture. He was completely unconscious. The effect of the Chi and blood armor has not completely disappeared. The bloodstain is healing at a speed visible to the naked eye, but there is no big danger. But what was unexpected was that the little gun fox was also slapped on the ground by one of the red pandas. Palms. It remained motionless and its condition was unknown. Ari, Ying didn't expect that Zhao Huaizhen's red panda could fight back in such a situation. Is this the strength of Tai Chi? Even if he loses, he can still show strong resilience and fight back to the extreme. But when Xiaoqian broke away from the red panda's hand, raised his chin proudly, and stretched his tail like a flag, everyone knew that Ying won in the end. Although I am more skilled, I have to admit that your red panda is quite capable. After winning, Ying picked up the little gun fox and looked at Zhao Huaizhen, saying rather arrogantly. The little gun fox let out a cry and fell tiredly into her arms. If Zhao Huai is really a red panda and holds on for a little longer, she will be the loser. Ying, is this recognition of me? Zhao Huaizhen didn't know whether to laugh or cry, so he helped the little panda go down. This thing is dead heavy. Dun, you have tried your best. Don't be discouraged. There will be more opportunities to win or lose in the future. Looking at the defeated red panda, Zhao Huaizhen had no blame or frustration in his eyes, but rather some gentle pampering. The battle between the fighting families was an eye-opener for all the freshmen. Pet beasts that master fighting skills have an unusual way of fighting and have unique advantages, whether it is the defensive counterattack of the red panda Tai Chi or the strong attack of the little gun fox. They are both impressive, especially at the end. The collision of their talents is even more exciting to watch. Ying is so cute. I declare. Chen Shuer is the eldest wife, she is the little wife. Go to hell. Puxananan. For a while, Ying has attracted a wave of fans by virtue of her strength and appearance. Certainly, Zhao Huaizhen is also very attractive, and many female classmates like his style, bright and delicate, gentle and non-irritating. But after all, we lost, and the voice of support was much weaker. returned to the preparation area, Zhao Huaizhen was very embarrassed. Sorry, I couldn't win. No one blamed him for this. There is no doubt about Zhao Huaizhen's strength, that Ying is really powerful. Victory and defeat are a common occurrence in beast control, no one can guarantee that he will not lose. Then it's up to the two of us. Li Ziming is already eager to try. What a pity. I don't know if my little steel dragon can hold up her little gun fox. Su Mu, what do you think? Su Mu didn't even bother to raise his eyelids. What do you think? I'm too lazy to look. He finally discovered that Li Ziming was watching the battle and would say, if my little steel dragon comes on stage. I don't know if my little steel dragon can bear it. Something like this, but I have to say that even though he hasn't fought yet, Su Mu is very doubtful whether his little white tiger can beat Li Ziming's little steel dragon. That steel helmet makes a tiger's teeth ache and his claws ache just by looking at it. Yinchuan sighed, I have carefully written down the characteristics of each pet beast and talent of those who have played in the battle. Only by knowing yourself and the enemy can you be victorious in every battle. Scene 5. Class 1, Zheng Lei. Battle. Class 2, Li Ziming. Under the confirmation of the host teacher, Li Ziming became excited. It's finally my turn. Come on. I hope my opponent's attack will be more violent. Only in this way can I reflect the invincible defense of my little steel dragon. Sisters and sisters, please cheer for me, Li Ziming. Strong as iron, unyielding. He is a real man, modified in 5.26, optimizing the performance of Zhao Huaizhen's Red Panda Tai Chi defensive counterattack, optimizing Yuning's lines, and reducing embarrassment. Chapter 25 Little Steel Dragon vs. Little Stone. Defense vs. Defense. A battle that broke everyone. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Why does it sound weird? Yinchuan watched the game leisurely, and felt his mouth was a little bland. It would be nice to have some melon seeds, peanuts, and popcorn while watching the game. Here, this cup is for you. A cup of raw coconut latte was pushed in front of Yinchuan, and it was also served with a caramel cookie. Yinchuan looked up, it was Su Bobo, slightly curly hair, water blue eyes, wheat-colored skin, some cute freckles, more or less good-looking inside. Well, exotic, by the way. Was she this big during the previous battle? I didn't even notice it myself. The full outline can't be hidden even by loose clothes. Now the nutrition is so good in the first year of high school, how many years older will it be? You are worthy of it, Bobo. Give it to me. Yinchuan swore that he only glanced at it. Well, thank you for defeating my brother. Su Bobo said. Killing his prestige makes me feel good. Sister, you don't look like you feel good. What is this, just talking big but being honest? At the same time, Yinchuan turned his eyes to the area of Class 1. As expected, a certain sister control can kill people with his eyes. Is he here to attract hatred for me? But he is not afraid of Su Langlang. I am a defeated general, and I am thirsty. Yinchuan took the raw coconut latte, smelling it. It has rich coconut fragrance, mellow milk fragrance, and the unique aroma of coffee. Thank you. Yinchuan took a sip. It is hot and sweet. It is very comfortable. After delivering the raw coconut latte, Su Bobo went back. The battle has already begun over there. Li Ziming's pet is a small steel dragon, Asian dragon, metal. It is said to have Asian dragon blood, but the small steel dragon looks more like an oval beetle. Of course, it has no shell, otherwise, its defense would be even more amazing. Now, it is just a metal pet, with skin like steel, but when it evolves into a steel dragon, it will still grow a shell. His family is rich. On the first day of school, I let the little steel dragon absorb a bronze energy block, and now it is bronze level 8. This is the power of Krypton Gold. If I can get 5 energy blocks at once, maybe I can even impact the black iron level. This book sets black iron to be greater than bronze. You can refer to the strength of bronze swords and iron swords, and it is also because black and white are smoother when put together. But just think about it, it would be good to take one this time, but this battle disappointed Li Ziming, because the opponent, Zheng Lei from Class 1, is also a defensive pet. Bastard. I am a defensive pet, and you are also a defensive pet, then how can I show the awesomeness of my little steel dragon? It must be a powerful attacking pet. So, the battle between two defensive pets seems a bit boring. Zhenglei's pet is a small stone, which looks like a long-legged stone, but the legs are very short, and it even has no facial features, rock attribute. Its characteristics are hard body and almost no pain. Few people would choose it as a pet, not only because of its poor appearance, but also because it has no eyes or mouth. If someone chooses, who would choose a stone as a pet? Of course, the opponent can stand here, so there must be something. Zhenglei's talent is A-level target lock. This talent is quite special. After it is activated, it can help the pet lock the target, and the hit rate of the attack will be greatly improved. It is a skill with a very high upper limit and a terribly low lower limit. The upper limit is high because some skills can determine the outcome once they hit. The lower limit is low because there are not many people who can match this talent in the early stage. If it can't be matched, this talent is the same as not having it. In simple terms, this talent is to increase the accuracy of your pet, but even if your accuracy is high, if the speed is slow, or the opponent's speed is too fast, if you miss, or, if you don't have destructive power, what's the use of hitting? If it's an upper S-level talent, Precision Strike, it's completely different. One has a time limit, and the other doesn't. The difference is heaven and earth. Finally, I've seen a talent that's as useless as mine. This was Yi Yinchuan's first reaction when he saw Zhenglei's beast-controlling talent. At the same time, he noticed that Zhenglei's little stone was bronze level 6, many pets are at this level. It's not a coincidence, but there's a reason. For each major level, for example, bronze, 1 to 3 is the easiest to improve, the second is 4 to 6, and finally 7 to 9. So most of these freshmen, who are slightly stronger, are stuck at level 6. In short, the situation on the field now is a lump of iron and a piece of stone. There, hard diamond suit against hard. Both sides are still moving slowly. You bump into each other, and I bump into each other, almost making people think it's a turn-based system. Many students began to lose focus. Some went to the toilet, some drank water. Don't leave. Why are you all standing up? It's ruined. Miley Zimming's first show in the grade is ruined. That the others had already finished pretending, and no one was watching his fight. Li Zimming was in great pain. I'm tired, let's destroy it. Li Zimming gritted his teeth, no longer holding back, and directly activated his talent. Originally, it was unnecessary. I wanted to hide my tricks, but if I keep grinding like this, who knows when I can finish the fight. Li Zimming's talent has always been hidden on the panel. He raised his hand, and a ball of shit yellow light flew towards the little steel dragon. Talent activated. A-level, shock impact. The little steel dragon stepped out, and the floor shook. Little steel dragon. Use impact. That the little steel dragon moved forward, and the shock force was transmitted with the collision, shaking the little stone back again and again. Under the impact, the little stone's body shook, and some fragments fell off. Little stone, use rolling. Zhenglei was not to be outdone, and also activated his talent. A ball of light fell on the little stone, and the little stone squatted down and began to roll forward. It's really not easy. Have you mastered the rolling little stone? That the battle situation changed. Many students who had already stood up stopped. Both sides used the beast control talent, and they usually had to fight a wave, leaving no spare energy. Is Li Zimming's talent shock? Although it is only A-level, it is also the best in this level. Not only the destructive power is increased, the shock effect will also affect the actions of the opponent's pet. Even if the pet is subjected to shock multiple times in a short period of time, the pet with a weak constitution may faint directly. Hu Huanjing, who was originally squinting and about to doze off, began to analyze. It seems that there is no suspense. Wait a minute. Zhenglei's small stone rolled up and hit the little steel dragon, but it was like hitting an iron plate and was directly bounced back. This is not surprising to everyone, but I didn't expect that the small stone did not stop, but continued to roll, and the rolling speed was getting faster and faster. Once again, it hit the little steel dragon hard. Bang. Stone and steel, collision. There are gravel and sparks, repeatedly bounced off, and rolled back to fight back again and again. The part of the small stone that touched the ground was rubbing, and began to smoke. Shock. Infinite rolling. The more you fight, the stronger it gets. The audience was shocked. The rolling skill of the little stone basically ends with one collision, but this little stone of Zhang can roll infinitely. Moreover, the scary thing is that it rolls faster and faster, and the power of the collision is getting stronger and stronger. Until this collision, the little steel dragon has been motionless. Finally, it was repelled. Although it was only a little distance, it was also the beginning of breaking the defense. Impossible. Li Ziming's face turned pale. The little steel dragon that could not be hit by offensive pets was actually moved by a little stone. I won't be challenged by a higher level. This is not just a little higher. First, the bloodline and potential of the little steel dragon and the little stone are not at the same level. Secondly, one is bronze level 8, and the other is bronze level 6. If he loses, Li Ziming will lose face to his grandmother's house. Sure enough, it's not easy to represent the class. Yi Yinchuan took a sip of raw coconut latte. Although he is not fighting now, everyone may be a strong enemy in the future. It is necessary to pay attention to and understand the opponent, and there is a characteristic of beast control, that is, under the premise of the basic talent and pet beast remain unchanged, the strength changes very quickly, comprehending new skills, awakening new talents, and improving skill proficiency may all affect the whole body, not to mention that high level. Beast masters have many means to improve their combat power, such as relics, raw stones, etc. As for evolution, it is even more qualitative. Today may not be your opponent at all, maybe tomorrow he will take out a new thing and defeat you. There are too many factors that determine the outcome of the beast control battle, and you can't be careless at any time. Cross-level challenges can happen at any time, which is also the charm of beast control battles. At this time, little stone's rolling attack almost knocked over the little steel dragon. Hold on. Little stone. Zhang was also very excited. He was satisfied to be able to force Li Ziming to this extent. If he can really win, then this freshman battle will leave his legend. The last blow. Little stone. Zhang was full of fighting spirit and roared at the top of his lungs. Can't lose. Little steel dragon. Li Ziming's face was pale. This was about his dignity. If he lost, how could he survive in number 3 middle school in the future? Buzz. The little stone rolled so fast that its original shape could not be seen clearly. There was only a vague shadow, spinning at high speed. The part that touched the floor not only smoked, but also sparks flew, leaving a black track. Nothing. Little stone and little steel dragon collided fiercely. Oscillation, rotation, steel and stone, friction, granite, sparks, splashing, making a sharp sound. Bang. The two pets flew backwards and fell heavily. The little steel dragon turned upside down, exposing its belly, which was the weakest position and was not easily shown to others. Little stone fell to the ground, broken all over. Very tragic. The two pets were motionless, and everyone's heart was hanging to the extreme. Little steel dragon. Little stone. Stand up. The beastmasters on both sides shouted. At this moment, they seemed to have forgotten the outcome of the game, and only thought that their pets could stand up again. Little stone moved. It was holding on and trying to stand up, which made the whole audience cheer. 1. Zhang was ecstatic. Lost. Li Ziming's mind went blank, just when Yi Yinchuan was about to mourn for him. It's still moving. It's still moving, someone exclaimed, because the little steel dragon moved. It couldn't turn over, and waved its limbs like a turtle. Over there, little stone struggled for a while, but finally couldn't stand up. It fell completely and couldn't stand up again. The whole audience suddenly became quiet, and the host teacher was dumbfounded. Li Ziming from Class 2, Little Steel Dragon, wins. After a short silence, the host teacher announced the result, and the atmosphere on the scene was extremely awkward. Little Steel Dragon, I knew you could do it. Li Ziming's mentality almost collapsed. And Zhang Lei's mentality had already collapsed. He trembled and picked up Little Stone. Little Stone, it's done. We're good. Don't be too greedy. Although he said this, he was still unwilling in his heart. He almost won. If they won, they could brag about it for half a year. One battle broke the mentality of two people, maybe there are classmates and teachers, damn, why is no one cheering? Forget it, Li Ziming came back to his senses. This result is already very good, although the win is a bit dishonorable and a bit lucky, at least it didn't lose. Ahem. Li Ziming and the other party went off the field together and took the pet to the treatment cabin. Little Stone, you have something. We are both defensive. We can communicate in the future. Li Ziming held it in for a long time and finally spoke to ease the embarrassment. Okay. Zheng Lei didn't expect that the other party would speak first, obviously, this was a recognition of his performance. Do you want to recognize me as your big brother? I promise you will eat delicious food and drink spicy drinks. Looking at Zheng Lei's flattered look, Li Ziming got excited. As a second generation, of course, you have to have your own power, although he is from another class, it is not impossible to develop, this kid is quite capable. Yin saw it from the side, took a sip of raw coconut latte, and chewed the caramel cookies carefully, there was no fluctuation in his heart, and he even wanted to laugh. Next game. Class 2, Su Mu. Fight. The host teacher read out the battle arrangement on the screen, Su Mu's eyes lit up and he was ready to fight. Good. It's finally my turn to appear on the stage, Li Ziming, just watch, what is the real strength? Buys. Congratulations to this student Su Mu, winning without fighting, the host teacher gave a passionate speech. Luck. It is also part of strength. It seems that this student Su Mu is really lucky. This is already the 6th battle. The game is coming to an end. Let's take a look at the current points of each class. Su Mu. Luck your sister. 5 games. 5 games in total. You can't play just by watching, do you know how I got through these 5 games? Now tell me, buys. Su Mu almost got internal injuries from holding it in, another student with a mental breakdown. Yin took a sip of raw coconut latte, the results and points of each class were being displayed on the big screen. Chapter 26 The second round of the Beast Challenge. I was challenged by 10,000 yuan. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. 1 class per year, points, 1 win, 2 losses, currently surviving, 3 people, class 2 of the first year, points, 4.4 wins and 1 loss, currently surviving, 4 people, 3 classes a year, points, 1 win, 2 losses, currently surviving, 3 people. Congratulations to class 2, for taking the absolute advantage and taking the lead. The last 2 battles. It will be a showdown between class 1 and class 3. Let's take a break for a while. After the host teacher finished speaking, class 2 cheered. By now, all 5 members of class 2 have finished the battle. Ahem. Su Mu was an accident. It's stable. Chen Yejia's face was flushed with joy. His classmates were so awesome. This time, he truly won. Don't get too happy too early. There's still the second round. Zhang Rui poured cold water on him. Hey. Steady. Be more confident. We have 4 big brothers. After 1 class and 3 classes are finished, there are only 4 people in total. How can we lose? Chen Ye's family is proud of the spring breeze. Don't forget that the second round is a challenge system. If. There are strong ones in other classes, I'm afraid it's hard to say. Hu Huanjing adjusted his glasses and said. Crow's mouth. Stop making blind analyses. One sentence made Chen Yejia's face turn pale with fright. Well, of course. It seems to be quite stable so far. Hu Huanjing added, at this time, Yu summoned the second-class classmates, holding an electronic blackboard in her hand. It's just half-time, let's review the game and opponents. The classmates were dumbfounded. Teacher, do you want to roll like this? The first game. Yi Yinchuan vs Su Langlang. It's not easy to win this one. For the skill-breaking waves, if you want to have such an effect, you must have water and proficiency to reach the master level. But the mutated little water frogs breaking waves are only at the familiar level. It's thanks to Su Langlang's strange power that he was given this talent, and he forcibly exerted a proficiency level of power. Coupled with its mutant characteristics, it can hit 4 waves in one go, making it impossible to defend against it. This is the importance of the system. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. Our classmate Yi Yinchuan's little seal is the same. Steel tail plus whip, the power is doubled. By the way, he also used the pet beast's own weight and gravitational acceleration. That's why he can solve the battle with one blow. Who you scribbled on the small blackboard, Chen Shuer's match against Luo Jiaojiao was passed over by her because it was an instant kill. It's a pity, classmate Zhao Huaizhen, that he was just a little restrained. If that female classmate didn't have a talent like Twin Phantom, she would probably lose to you. Maybe it's because of Zhao Huaizhen and Ying, they are all from a fighting family and fighting beasts, so who you did not elaborate. The last one is classmate Li Ziming. The opponent's small stone is very special. We all know that the rolling skill can usually only be attacked once. What's the reason? After a blow, it doesn't necessarily stop, but it has to stop. Because you continue to roll and you can't find your direction at all. You may bump around and it's meaningless. That classmate Zheng Lei's talent is targeting. He just overcame this problem. As for the rolling skill, it will roll faster and faster, and its power will also increase accordingly. This can be considered a system. A good example of the perfect combination of beast control talents and pet beast skills. Hear this, many students were suddenly enlightened. Su Langlang's little water frog's ultra-long-range wave-breaking 4-hit combo, Zheng Lei's infinite rolling of small stones. They all left a deep impression, but they are also bronze beasts, so many students have only a partial understanding of why they can produce such effects. Now, Hu Yu's review finally explained everything clearly. Yi Yinchuan raised his eyebrows. Su Langlang's 4-wave breaking attack was truly terrifying. The distance is long and the damage is strong. If it weren't for Rui Tail, Hug who wouldn't even have a chance to fight back. Teacher, how do you distinguish the fighting skills of fighting pets from normal skills? Hu Huanjing, who had just lost to Zhao Huaizhen, raised his hand and asked. Hu Yu smiled with satisfaction. She liked students who liked to ask questions. Well, they were definitely not problem students. Fighting skills are quite special. Only when they reach a certain level of power and are registered on the beast control panel can they be counted as skills. But the fighting skills themselves, even if they are not recorded, can still produce the same effect as the skills. This is the advantage of fighting pets. The fighting family uses family inheritance to maximize the advantages of fighting pets. The implication, even ordinary beastmasters can cultivate fighting beasts, but not as good as the fighting family. After listening, the students all nodded and couldn't help but look at Zhao Huaizhen. The fighting family and fighting beasts were really powerful. Wait until Hu Yu completes his review. The remaining 2 battles between Class 1 and Class 3 began. First round, Class 1, Zhanghui, Class 3, Mashwanzi. One pet animal is a small feather chicken and a small toothed dog. Hey, I like the little toothed dog. Mashwanzi, with such a strange name, is also a beauty. Zhao Minghuan became excited as soon as he saw the dog. I want to learn more about it if I have a chance. How to go deeper? Yi Yinchuan held the raw coconut latte and fell into deep thought. Baobao has been treated almost completely, but he is still humming and sleeping. So, after listening to the class teacher's review, I watched the game here. Brother, are you familiar with Su Bobo? Su Xiao suddenly appeared beside him. Yi Yinchuan looked at her. This. Why does my sister look a little resentful? Su Bobo, who is it? Yi Yinchuan grabbed Su Xiaoxiao's hand and stuffed the caramel cookie into it. Eat candy. Let's watch the game together. Su Xiaoxiao was dissatisfied. You are just perfunctory. He lowered his head and looked at the caramel cookie in his hand, and his brain CPU was obviously stuck for a while. Brother, you call this candy? This cookie. Looking at Yi Yinchuan who was watching the game seriously, with a handsome side face, Su Xiaoxiao couldn't get angry. peel off the outer packaging and divide the caramel cookie into 2 halves, hold one piece in your mouth and put one piece in Yi Yinchuan's mouth. Just now, it seems that my hand was eaten. It's a little wet. That the first battle has been decided. Zhang Hui's little feather chicken, although it has the talent of regeneration, can quickly recover from wounds. In addition, his own talent of beast control, A-level, healing blessing, it can improve all healing effects in a short period of time, and the recovery ability is extremely strong. It is impossible for ordinary pets to hurt it, but it can't be resisted. That classmate Mashwanzi, her little dog, has the bite skill. Once bitten, it will not let go. In addition, Mashwanzi's talent is the S-level severe injury curse, which just has the effect of reducing the recovery ability of the opponent's pet. It just happens to be a perfect restraint. This is a fart. Zhang Hui left with a smile, but he was cursing. The second battle, Class 1, Lu Xiaoyun, Class 3, Chen Jianchong, Lu Xiaoyun's pet, Slime, a group of soft creatures, Chen Jianchong's pet, Xiaphijian, a flying sword. This time it was just the opposite. The small flying sword was restrained by the slime. A pet like the slime is like a pool of transparent mud, with the talent of a soft creature, and physical attacks are difficult to work on it, especially the sharp slash of the small flying sword. As soon as the sword was cut, the wound of the slime on this side merged back again. On the contrary, the slime can split apart and stick it on the small flying sword, making its movement more and more cumbersome. Finally, Chen Jianchong burst out. The talent of beast control, a level, light blessing, making the flying sword light, and the speed increased greatly. With the continuous slashing skill of the small flying sword, it burst out and cut the slime's body all over the ground. Almost lost. Lu Xiaoyun also has a talent of beast control, only B level, called giant body. It can make the body bigger. There is nothing else, generally suitable for melee pets, but with this giantization of the slime fragments that were originally scattered all over the ground directly returned to their original size, and each fragment became a slime. Countless slimes directly surrounded the small flying sword, dragged it down and knocked it down. The girls around gasped when they saw this scene. You know, the small flying sword is bronze level 7, and the slime is only bronze level 5. The ability to challenge across levels depends on the restraint relationship and the fit between the pet and the beast talent. At this point, the first round of the battle is over. Class 1, points 2, Class 2, points 4, Class 3, points 2. At this time, there is still an hour before school is over. The host teacher draws lots directly. In the second round, the first one drawn is Class 1, Sun Huowang. Sun Huowang, please choose your next challenge opponent. The battle will be based on the wishes of both parties and the situation of the pet. It will be held today or tomorrow. Sun Huowang is the winner of the battle between the two little fire monkeys. At this time, the school staff was communicating with him to determine the opponent to challenge. Sun Huowang chose the opponent. Class 2, Yi Yinchuan. Immediately, a school staff asked if Yi Yinchuan would fight today. I want to see how the pet is recovering. Yi Yinchuan came to the treatment cabin. Baobao, get up and fight. No movement. Yi Yinchuan was stared at by more than 100 people and sweated. Get up and have dinner. Fat big-tailed shrimp, _3. Baobao stretched out his hand to scratch his butt and rubbed his eyes. Where is the big-tailed shrimp? Fight again, and you'll be full if you win. Yi Yinchuan poked its head. Win another 10,000 yuan, and you won't have to worry about big-tailed shrimp. With 20,000 yuan, the big-tailed shrimp that Baobao needs for evolution may be enough. Baobao, master, please give Baobao as many orders as you want. Hearing about 10,000 yuan and big-tailed shrimp, Baobao's sleepiness disappeared, although Baobao's little brain, which was as big as a walnut, didn't quite understand what 10,000 yuan meant, but Baobao knew one thing, that the master really needed it. The master said it, so there must be a reason for it, so Baobao must fight for it. Very good, very energetic. Yi Yinchuan picked up Baobao and confirmed that he accepted the challenge. He looked at 10,000 yuan. No, it was Sun Huowang. You are the one who is called 10,000 yuan, you are challenging me, right? Thank you, classmate Chishiyu. Chapter 27 Little Seal vs. Little Fire Monkey. If you don't work hard, you will become a woman's PLA. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Accepted the challenge. Looking at Yi Yinchuan, Sun Huowang smiled and reached out to touch the monkey head beside him. Xiao Huowang, win this. Your evolution fund will be settled. Among the surviving players now, all are top freshmen, none of them are easy to beat. After thinking about it, he still decided to challenge this mutant little seal, which has the greatest chance of winning. First of all, its owner Yi Yinchuan's beast-controlling talent is completely a decoration. Iron Tail plus whipping is the opponent's biggest reliance. As long as you can withstand it, 10,000 yuan will be stable. The fire fist of the little fire monkey is not vegetarian unless the opponent has water attribute skills. Theoretically, the little seal can learn water attribute skills, but the opponent's one is obviously not. First, the opponent has not used it, and it is not on the beast control panel. Second, the opponent's mutation direction is obviously tail attack. The skills of pets are not learned whenever you want, and each pet has its own situation. Roar, that the little fire monkey was very excited, waving his fists, and the flames flickered. Yi Yinchuan, on the other side, has also come on stage with Baobao. If you get fatter, I can't hold you anymore. Yi Yinchuan pinched Baobao's butt. _3. Master Yin, hold him for a day. Yi Yinchuan looked for a long time, and Sun Huowang was also one of the objects of observation. In the second round, there are only 4 opponents to choose from. Class 1, Sun Huowang in front of you, and Lu Xiaoyun, the pet is a slime. Class 2, 2 girls, Ying who defeated Zhao Huaizhen, Xuanzi who used the little toothed dog. Among the 4 people, for Yi Yinchuan, Sun Huowang and Xuanzi are relatively easy to beat. Although the slime is only bronze level 5, it can't be killed by the small flying sword, and Baobao can't do anything about it at present. Then there is Ying, from a fighting family. She can defeat Zhao Huaizhen, so you know how powerful she is. One move breaks the cloud, then breaks the mountain. If that doesn't work, use twin phantoms to double the damage. Who can withstand it? Anyway, Yi Yinchuan doesn't want the little seal to take the fight. The battle begins. Go ahead, Xiao Huowang. Baobao, kill him. Sun Huowang's little fire monkey came up and opened his fire fist directly, with both fists wrapped in flames. A punch was thrown, and a heat wave came. Baobao was hit by a punch, and the fat on his body seemed to be pushed away by the waves by a boat. At the same time, the burning of the fire fist made the fur there burn black, just like burning pig skin. Baobao retreated in pain, swung his tail, but was caught by the little fire monkey with both hands. The flames grew bigger. Boom. Baobao's tail was also burnt black. This time, it was obviously a little burned, and the opponent's little fire monkey was very smart. He clasped his hands tightly. Baobao's tail wanted to shrink and break free, but was still caught. Get bigger, Baobao. Fortunately, Yi Yinchuan thought in reverse and asked Baobao to make his tail very thick to stretch the opponent's monkey claws. Because he was in contact with the flames for too long, Baobao's tail was burned. This is burning. Needless to say, it caused damage. The pain of burns will also torture the fighting will of pets. Very good. Xiao Huowang, continue. Sun Huowang was overjoyed. Iron Tail plus whip. As long as he can defend this killer move, his little fire monkey has a great advantage. Baobao, put out the fire. Yi Yinchuan felt calm and wanted to laugh. Put out the fire. Sun Huowang was stunned for a moment. How to put it out? I saw. Baobao's upper body stood up, and then scratched his butt. _3. There was a bit of meanness in his dog-like big eyes. Its mouth slowly opened and water began to flow. Skill, water storage. At the same time, Baobao's tail deformed, stretched forward, and soaked directly in the water, extinguishing the flame. Then Baobao raised his head suddenly and began to spurt water like a fountain. Gurgle gurgle, the tail swung above the water flow, evenly sprinkling all the water on the body, thoroughly wet. Moreover, the place that was just burned has begun to heal, leaving no trace. Talent, water affinity. As long as there is water, it can produce a certain healing effect. The little fire monkey was so scared that he retreated repeatedly when he saw Baobao spraying water. As a pet with fire attribute, it is most afraid of water. Baobao looked mean and scratched the fat on his crotch. That expression seemed to say, hey little monkey, what can you do to me? The audience was stunned for a moment. This little seal can also store water. Did you see it? How did the burns recover? Fuck, it can't be water affinity. In front, during the battle with Su Lang Lang, for various reasons, Baobao's water affinity talent was not conspicuous, but this time, it was clear to everyone, water affinity plus water storage, some minor injuries can be almost ignored. With such an effect, naturally someone can guess that it is water affinity. Seeing this scene, Sun Huang was dumbfounded. I was afraid that you had water attribute skills, but you came with the largest water output. And, what's the matter with the recovery of wounds? There is also a sister writing on the beast control panel, are you treating others as fools if they don't show off? Sun Huang wanted to cry but had no tears. I thought it was the easiest one to fight, but I didn't expect it to be restrained. He never imagined that he was here to give someone away. The clown is actually me. What else can be done? I have all the options, so I can only bite the bullet and fight. Sun Huang still wants to give it a try. Who says that if he is restrained, he will definitely lose? There was fighting spirit in his eyes. Little fire monkey, be careful not to touch the water. As long as the fire fist is not extinguished, there is still a chance. Great, don't give up. Seeing Sun Huang rekindled his fighting spirit, the class teacher was very pleased, but, Sun Huang soon discovered, the passion is high and the reality is cruel. My own little fire monkey has nothing to do with this little seal. The other person's body was wet, the flames of the fire fist have no effect at all, the blows from his own fists were also weak and powerless in front of the opponent's fat body. Not to mention, the opponent's little seal can recover from its injuries when it encounters water. Don't say you're injured, look at the little seal's slutty expression, this is more comfortable than a massage, it's the heated one, with its own flame temperature. Sun Huang couldn't help but think of it. Zhang Hui's little feather chicken was perfectly restrained by Ma Xuanzi's little dog teeth, and he came down with a curse. What a fart. Now, he understood these 4 words, this is called empathy. At last, Sun Huang's little fire monkey was hugged and knocked down with a tail, ending the torture. When Sun Huang came off the field, Zhang Hui, holding the little feathered chicken, stood there with determination. The two came face to face, fist bumping each other. Brothers in distress, you understand the sadness and resonance. I understand. It is more than words. Yi Yinchuan's side easily resolved the battle. What greeted him was the cheers of Class 2, as for the students in other classes, they looked at him a little strangely. This old 6. What a win. This baby seal is also outrageous. Forget about steel tail plus whip, there is also water storage plus water affinity. Where did you get this stuff from? The key is that it has a bad temperament, is cute and bitchy, and really makes you want to spank it. Anyway, Yi Yinchuan's little seal left a deep impression on everyone. Students, there is not much time left. The battle will continue tomorrow. Please ask the head teachers of each class to organize students to return to class. Of course. You can also disband on the spot and let school go directly. That the competition came to an end with the host teacher's announcement. Comfortable. Yi Yinchuan returned to class 2 with the baby seal in his arms. Several female classmates gathered around and said they wanted to rub the little seal. Yi Yinchuan was not disappointed either. I'm happy today, feel free to rua. Anyway, we are all on our own, and we enjoy hugging each other very much. Then, while hugging me, I was surrounded by a group of female classmates, hands up and down. Feel free to play around. There were bursts of laughter inside. It makes people touch it. It's so cute. How could there be such a mean little seal? Hey, let me give you a kiss. The enthusiasm of female classmates is beyond imagination. They even almost broke up with Yi Yinchuan. Let's just say, I did get touched a few times. Hug. Hug was so smitten that she was ecstatic, and she was howling there, if you translate it, probably, oh. Cool. Ha. It's itchy there. It doesn't work there. So comfortable to come again. Afterwards, his eyes were dull, his fur was messy, and he looked a little worn out. TSK. Yi Yinchuan wanted to laugh a little. Did you see it? If you don't work hard, you will become a woman's plaything. This way, Yu congratulated Yi Yinchuan on his victory and praised him by name. His eyes were full of joy and appreciation. Yi Yinchuan was embarrassed to see him just say a few words. Class 2 got out of school where they were, but Class 1 and Class 3 over there were in dire straits. He said that he was beaten too badly and was taken back by the class teacher to make up lessons. Ding! Your account has been credited, 10,000 yuan. As soon as the party was disbanded, Yi Yinchuan's cell phone rang. The cute little money, it's here again. Take a look at the account balance, 20,000 yuan. Su Xiaoxiao's eyes widened. She had been very excited just now, and now she was even trembling with excitement. Brother, that's a lot of money. For zeros. Yi Yinchuan was a little calmer, but he was also pleased. I worked overtime before traveling, and it only cost a few thousand a month, and I might still be in arrears for a few days. It's different now, the money comes in tens of thousands, and it arrives quickly. Let's go and have a showdown with Auntie. Let's have hot pot tonight. Looking at the 20,000 yuan, Yi Yinchuan had already figured out how to use it. The family will have a good meal first, and the remaining money will be invested in the evolution of Hug, simulated cooling. It's time tonight to start as soon as Hug Hui evolves. Yi Yinchuan has already thought about it. The stronger the Hug, the more resources he can get. This is a virtuous cycle and the rhythm cannot be interrupted. Otherwise, without any background, he can't keep up with others. Optimized typesetting 6.10. Chapter 28 ready. The first evolution of Baobao. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dayu Hotpot Restaurant. Auntie has some social fears. The decoration is so good, the consumption must be high, right? That she was still wearing her work clothes. You didn't even change your clothes, so you brought me here. It's so dirty, so bad. The aunt said embarrassedly. Yi Yinchuan held her hand. Hey, what's the point? Eating is not about eating clothes. With that said, Yi Yinchuan took her and Su Xiaoxiao to sit down, seats for three, by the window. The aunt looked at Yi Yinchuan. In the past, Yi Yinchuan always followed behind when she was outside, but now she helps with things. Drink, grow up. Drink, you must. Yi Yinchuan smiled and said. The aunt sat there, looked around, and smiled awkwardly. As soon as the two children came back, they said they wanted to eat hot pot. Thinking that I was already in high school and hadn't arranged a good meal, I agreed. I just didn't expect the quality to be so high, and I was worried that my wallet would be empty, and I was worried that my children wouldn't be full or well fed. So awkward. Of course it can be seen that Yi Yinchuan was a good person in 2 generations. Let's make it clear first, lest Auntie worry about not eating well. We ordered from Kangaroo. The set menu is more cost-effective. 3 to 4 meals are only 200 yuan. If you give it a good review, you will get a big drink for free. Yi Yinchuan took out his mobile phone and showed the coupon he had placed an order for a long time ago, then asked the waiter to scan the code. Just one simple operation and just wait for the food to be served. That's really good. The aunt was relieved when she heard that the cost was 200. Although I have no money, I don't feel bad if my children eat well and enjoy themselves. I saw my aunt's expression soften slightly. Yi Yinchuan continued. Auntie, today I. When Su Xiaoxiao said this, she was full of expectations. She really wanted to see her mother's reaction. I made 20,000 yuan. What? The aunt thought she didn't hear clearly, so she checked repeatedly until she saw the numbers in Yi Yinchuan's account. His face was full of astonishment and surprise. Where did you get all this money? As she spoke, the aunt lowered her voice and said. Didn't you steal or rob? Of course not. Do you still remember the game Xiaoxiao talked about yesterday? I won 2 fights, one for 10,000. Hear this? The aunt was confused at first. After she realized what she was doing, she became a little angry, and then she thought about it, happy for Yi Yinchuan. Really? Is my Xiaochuan really that powerful? Knowing that Yi Yinchuan signed up for the beast control class without telling him, the aunt was naturally a little angry, but she quickly reacted. Yi Yinchuan can win 20,000 yuan in 2 games, which shows that he is a young man who studies beast control. His choice is correct, and he should support it. Certainly. Su Xiaoxiao said proudly, talk about Yi Yinchuan's performance in school and how he is popular with teachers and classmates. I'm sorry, Xiaochuan, I should have listened to you a long time ago. I almost hurt you for the rest of your life. Auntie was a little scared and a little guilty. If you can read it in the beast control class, your future will be much better than studying culture. Look, now Xiaochuan has only started school for a few days, and he has already earned several months' wages. Yi Yinchuan felt a little distressed. You are also good for me, I understand. Auntie listened to this, my heart was suddenly touched, and my eyes couldn't help but become moist. This kid Ogawa is so sensible. At this time, the hot pot soup base was served, and it was Yuanyang's, half Sichuan spicy, half mushroom soup. Take advantage of the smoke from the hot pot. The smoke is so smoky. The aunt secretly wiped her eyes. Soon various dishes were served, fatty beef, shrimp paste, lunch meat, bell rolls, a full table was set. So happy. Su Xiaoxiao looked at a table of sumptuous dishes and was very happy. Brother, let's go get the seasoning. Mix some for my mom too. Good. Brother, it's so spicy. Brother, this is delicious. Brother, I'm so full. Xiaochuan, eat more. Xiaochuan, how is the school teacher? Laughter and laughter, fireworks in the world. With his stomach filled with delicious food and his family around him, Yi Yinchuan felt warm and very comfortable. After finishing the hot pot, the family walked back for a walk. Yi Yinchuan has already ordered a bronze-level evolution machine suitable for cuddling. 12,000 alliance coins, which can only be used once, can accelerate the growth of pets and simulate the conditions required for evolution. For the rest, all the large-tail shrimp meat will be purchased and delivered to your home together with the ones purchased earlier. The school's resource management department is quite capable. 24-hour service, citywide delivery. Not long after Yi Yinchuan arrived home, school staff came, but Yi Yinchuan didn't expect that it would be the teacher Ma Wenkai who came, wearing the delivery uniform of Yusho No. 3 Middle School and a peaked cap. Seeing Yi Yinchuan's surprise, Teacher Ma explained. When I saw it was your order, I came over in person. I watched all your battles today. I hope you will continue to work hard. I want to know how far an ordinary person with the gift of ancient memories can go. Listening to Teacher Ma's words, Yi Yinchuan was a little confused. Young man, I'm very optimistic about you. Marvin patted Yi Yinchuan on the shoulder. Then, the two people fell silent. Why doesn't this student play by the rules? I have shown my good intentions, but you don't invite me in to sit down. What about the social etiquette? Ma Wenkai was embarrassed. Yi Yinchuan thought, with so many big-tailed shrimp meat, maybe we can evolve tonight. I see you ordered the evolution machine. Evolution can't be rushed, and you need to be fully prepared. In this way, this evolution plan for the little seal should be able to help you. As he said, Ma Wenkai took out a piece of paper, and the evolution plan on it was handwritten by him. Now, there will be some expression, right? Yi Yinchuan, thank you, Mr. Ma. I have something to do tonight. Ma Wenkai. I'm leaving, isn't it okay for me to leave? In Ma Wenkai's eyes, Yi Yinchuan almost wrote "see you off" on his face. Seeing Ma Wenkai leave, Yi Yinchuan moved the evolution machine and 2 piles of big-tailed shrimp meat into his home by himself. He was very grateful for Mr. Ma's kindness, but now, his mind is full of evolution, and Yi Yinchuan naturally doesn't want to delay, and the evolution plan given by Mr. Ma is the swift seal. Although it is very detailed, it really can't help. Everything is ready. Hug, prepare for your first evolution. 6.10 Optimized Layout. Chapter 29 The little seal evolves into a tail seal. Incredible. Infinite possibilities of BeastCon. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. The bronze-level evolution machine looks like a big box. It's half a person tall, and it's much lighter than it looks when you hold it. This is all due to the technological level of Chunk's company, which is the most advanced in the world. It's also very simple to use. Just put your pet in, close the hatch and confirm the start. During the process, just follow the instructions and put in the required materials. Go ahead and give me a hug. After Yi Yinchuan read the instructions carefully, he patted Huahua's butt. _3. Lord Yin, go give me a hug, it's so dark inside, there's no danger. Lord Silver, I'm really going to give you a hug. Hug one step at a time and look back 3 times. Finally, Yi Yinchuan's eyes changed from encouraging to slightly murderous. He reluctantly got into the evolution cabin. Hug, sir, it's quite comfortable inside, do you want to come in together? Yi Yinchuan looked at the evolution cabin, which was as big as a washing machine and stuffed with huggable fat, lost in thought, should I take the lead? Taking what a certain seal said as pig language, Yi Yinchuan slammed the cabin doors shut. Looking from the outside, the situation inside is crystal clear, but Hug Hui obviously couldn't see outside, but it wasn't completely dark either. It is said that the evolution cabin will simulate the environment in the pet ring, therefore, pet beasts generally do not show obvious rejection and uneasiness. According to the instructions, Yi Yinchuan adjusted the simulation cabin to the conditions of a baby. Seal hibernating, at the same time, press the feeding button, the back of the evolution machine opens, and a feeding box is slowly pushed out. Just put the things you need for evolution into it, the evolution machine will automatically feed the pet beast at the right time. Yi Yinchuan directly put in a bag of big-tail shrimp meat. Under normal circumstances, such a bag can last for a day. However, under the acceleration effect of the evolution machine, the metabolism of the pet beast will be accelerated by 5 to 10 times, in other words, it may be digested in an hour. Coupled with the talent of hugging a body that is easy to gain weight, it will be even more exaggerated. This is why Yi Yinchuan has a chance to successfully evolve today. Certainly, there is another very important point, that is, Yi Yinchuan has the perfect plan for tail seal evolution. Although the evolution machine is powerful, it cannot be used casually. Metabolism is so fast, it means quick success, but if the evolution plan is wrong and the pet's potential and lifespan are simply consumed, the things prepared may be wasted. Otherwise, those children of wealthy families. If you keep buying evolution machines and stacking materials, you can easily evolve your pet. This is why Marvin reminded him just now that evolution should not be rushed and must be fully prepared. He was also given a handwritten evolution plan for the swift seal. I just don't want Yi Yinchuan to be eager for quick success and avoid detours. Yi Yinchuan closed the feeding box and the machine started running automatically. The first wave of big-tail shrimp meat was delivered to Baobao. Look at them hugging each other, eating meat, and then sleeping soundly. Yi Yinchuan turned into an old father and waited silently, adding meat to the feeding box every hour, and the feeling of feeding pigs suddenly came over. That's all, until about 6 o'clock in the morning, Hui had completely entered hibernation, and his body was so fat that it almost filled the entire evolution cabin. It looks like a big ball of cotton, or some kind of glutinous dessert, such as snow mignon. Can it be done? Yi Yinchuan looked at the sky and realized that operating the evolution machine for the first time was more time-consuming than he expected. Last hour, the validity period of the evolution machine is over, and this machine worth 12,000 will be scrapped on the spot. Soon, the changes in Hua's body began to become visible to the naked eye, and his originally chubby body seemed to be deflated, losing weight at a rate visible to the naked eye. The tail, on the other hand, is becoming stronger and more powerful at the same speed. That feeling is like a refinement. Get rid of the excess, and the rest is the essence. With that looming muscle line, if you just look at the tail, you would almost think it was an evil dragon. That's right, this is dragon tail. Hug size has also grown a bit larger, seemingly to better support this powerful tail. It seems it worked. Yi Yinchuan was overjoyed when he saw the change in hugging stabilized. Looking at the Hui panel again, a lot of changes have taken place. Tail seal diamond suit, level, black iron level 1, attribute, normal, ground, water, character, good to eat and lazy to cook, qualifications, strength E+, body E+, speed E, mind E, endurance E+, talent, fat physique, fast food absorption, easy to store fat, easy to build muscle. Rui tail, the tail can change freely within a certain range. Water affinity, reduced water attribute damage, certain recovery will be obtained when encountering water. The tail of dragon fury, when injured, anger will continue to accumulate and the power will be accumulated in the tail. Once released, the power will be amazing. At the same time, it will consume a lot of energy. skill, steel tail, familiar, whip, familiar, serial slap, beginner, sweeping tail collision, entry level, water storage, getting started, evolution route, baby seal, tail seal, qualitative change. An absolute qualitative change. Yi Yinchuan was happy after seeing the new panel after the evolution of Hug Hui. It would be a lie to say that I wasn't a little excited. Hard work pays off, ahem. Although it didn't take much effort, but it was also a great investment. At least I spent all night, and my lifespan would be -1. The pet I worked so hard to cultivate has evolved. This is probably the greatest joy for a beastmaster, even Yi Yinchuan is no exception. Happiness, it's that simple. Baobao's improvement is all round. First of all, the level has directly broken through a major stage, stepping into the first level of Black Iron, directly crushing the level of a group of new beastmasters. No matter you are the second generation or the chosen one, as long as you haven't evolved, you will be suppressed by my Baobao. It's called a dimensionality reduction attack. The second form beats the first form, not to mention the father beating the son, the brother beating the younger brother is certain. How can he lose? Let's talk about qualifications. Directly upgraded from F to E. When the levels are similar, the influence of qualifications is very large. Just said, why is it a crushing? Because it is not only the level suppression, but also the qualification suppression. The second form of Baobao, in terms of qualification, it has surpassed the ice crystal flower that has not evolved yet. In addition, the changes and improvements in talents and skills are also huge. First of all, the original easy-to-gain physique has become the current fat physique. Baobao's physical strength and endurance are particularly outstanding, which is inseparable from this talent. He grows fat and muscles. Translated, it means that he can withstand beatings and fight. Rui tail and water affinity are not mentioned. There is no change, however, after evolving into a tail seal, there is an additional talent, Dragon's Fury Tail. To sum it up in one word, that is, fight back after being beaten. It can be understood as, this is a talent that becomes stronger the more you are beaten. It is definitely a must-have for a comeback, a godly talent that kills with one blow. However, the so-called accumulated anger and the corresponding destructive power, to what extent, depends on actual combat, but just think about it. At that time, Iron Tail plus Whip plus Dragon's Fury Tail, once the tail goes down, who can withstand it? Thinking of this, Yi Yinchuan already wanted to take Baobao to school to pick up money, win 10,000, all mine. Even, Yi Yinchuan was thinking, can I challenge my own people to get money? When I go crazy, I even kill my teammates. The kind of painful attack. Look at the skills again, 5 skills. What difficulty does it take for pets to learn new skills? On Yi Yinchuan's side, it doesn't exist at all. Yi Yinchuan noticed that all skills related to the tail have improved their proficiency level after evolving into a tail seal. Is this reasonable? This is very reasonable. I am a pet that fights with its tail. What's wrong with having some talent for tail-related skills? Baobao, I've stopped being a human for a long time. In addition to the proficiency level, the original collision skill has also been replaced by another brand new skill, tail sweep and collision. Sweep the tail and collide to hit the enemies on the path, what is called rampage. This is it. Yi Yinchuan can imagine it. Baobao dragged a dragon's tail, had a muscular body, and rushed around like a bulldozer, so domineering. You are so wild. I like it so much. Yi Yinchuan was secretly happy. Is this still the same little waste? This is a godly pet. Thinking that Baobao has evolved into a tail seal, Yi Yinchuan summoned the beast control scroll. Fierce, the changes in the beast control scroll made Yi Yinchuan's heart beat violently. Simulated pet, tail seal, Baobao, number of simulations remaining, 4, damn. 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 Yi Yinchuan rubbed his eyes. It's not that he is uneducated, but at this time, a word of damn, can best express his mood. After Baobao evolved, the number of simulations increased. At this moment, Yi Yinchuan finally understood why there were 4 words infinite possibilities in the description of the talent of beast control simulation. Infinite possibilities. Yi Yinshuan is basically sure that if Baobao continues to evolve, he can get more simulations, and every simulation can make Baobao more and more amazing. Keep getting stronger. Keep evolving. Keep simulating. He will be invincible in the future, and no one will believe it if I tell others about it. Chuan, I really came here step by step. It's just, the kind that takes the left foot and steps on the right foot and flies to the sky on the spot. Chapter 30 The Third Beast Control Simulation. Reliving the Third Life, Hug the King's Return. You are listening at NovelFold.audio. The number of simulations has increased, then the original entanglement, there is no need. I said, there are 3 eras, and the number of simulations is so small, how to play. Yi Yinshuan said to himself, hug the era background that can be simulated. Currently there are Prehistoric, Ice Age, and Dragon Age. Just a guess, Dragon Age should be the most difficult, and Ice Age is second. You know, Dragon Age is the era of dragon dominance. You can imagine giant dragons running rampant, full of dangers. Generally speaking, the more difficult the simulation, after the simulation is completed, the better the reward. Moreover, it is based on a certain degree of completion. For example, if you choose Dragon Age, you die at the beginning, don't expect any good rewards, so Yi Yinshuan's idea is to proceed step by step. First, clear the Prehistoric, then challenge the Ice Age, finally, the Dragon Age. Just like playing a game, upgrade level by level. Take your time, anyway. Even the simplest Prehistoric, the reward is enough, and it's not cleared yet. The idea is clear now. Yi Yinshuan directly pulled Baobao out of the evolution cabin. I'm so hungry, Lord Ying. Maybe it's because the evolution consumes too much energy, although Baobao has a new look, but the whole thing is leopard waste state. The big tail shrimp meat is also eaten up. Yi Yinshuan rummaged through the boxes and cabinets. He took out all the food at home. Only then can this hungry guy be fed a little. First, Yi Yinshuan asked Baobao. Activate the talent of flexible tail, transform the dragon tail to its original appearance. Another, hide what should be hidden on the beast control panel, also hide them. In this way, others can't see that Baobao has evolved. It just looks bigger. When the time comes, just use the excuse of growing body to cover it up. The reason for doing this, I don't want to attract unnecessary attention. This is only the 3rd day of school, the 2nd generation and the chosen ones haven't even popped up yet. His little seal has evolved, or the evolutionary route is hidden. It's hard to explain. Yi Yinshuan is afraid that he will be arrested for interrogation. He is afraid that Baobao will be arrested for slice research. Although he believes in the rule of law civilization of China, but we must be on guard against others. Don't forget your original intention, stay and develop, take off secretly, surprise everyone. Oh, by the way, it's not just pretending to be a pig, take action when it's time. For example, when you win and have money to take, low-key and meaningless pretending to be a pig, Yi Yinshuan can still tell the difference. In short, everything is for the maximization of benefits. Come on, before going to school, let's simulate it. I didn't sleep all night. Yi Yinshuan is very energetic. Put your hand on Baobao's round head. The simulation will start soon. Baobao, Omega. Master Ying, you are here again, right? I'll take a nap for a while. Hug is so naughty. I want to go back to the evolution chamber, but I found out, the evolution chamber has been scrapped. It's cold and not comfortable at all. Forget it, the master is busy too. Just find a bed. Hug takes advantage of Yi Yinshuan's inattention. He opened the door happily. He slipped into Su Xiaoxiao's quilt. It's warm and fragrant. I really want to ask the master to come in. You chose the prehistoric era, which is an era of retreating glaciers, reviving everything, and full of opportunities and challenges. As a little seal, you were born in an unknown inland freshwater lake. Prehistoric people don't keep track of years, but this is the first year of your birth. For some reason, you have a familiar memory. It seems that you are a reborn person. You are gifted and were born in the second form, a tail seal. Your birth attracted the attention and sensation of all the tribesmen. Your situation is as follows. Tail seal, Hug diamond suit. Age, 0 years old, remaining lifespan 40 years. Level, bronze 8th level. Attributes, ordinary, water, ground. Personality, lazy and gluttonous. Qualifications, strength E plus body E plus speed E mind E, endurance E plus. Talents, fat physique. Rui tail. Water affinity. Dragon's wrath tail. Skills. Iron tail, familiar. Whip, familiar. Continuous slap, beginner. Tail sweep collision, beginner. Water storage, beginner. Too much. This is the save file of the previous game. Are you going to save it for the next game? Born as a tail seal, this is the real start against the sky. Ying was shocked. Evolution at the beginning, a set of magical skills. What is the chosen one? This is the chosen one. I thought the second simulation was cool enough, this third time is even more outrageous. Ying feels like he can play without thinking, it's all good. However, Ying has not forgotten, the betrayal of the swift seal Lulu, and the invasion of the white bear tribe, and the last one, the seal girl was soft. And died in front of him in a tragic ending. The black sheep must be eliminated. The hatred of genocide is irreconcilable. The love hurt in the past life must be repaid in this life. Although the severe cold has not completely subsided, you were born with an extremely strong physique due to your fat physique. What is biting cold to other seals is insignificant to you, but as a newborn, you need to replenish your energy, Your seal mother has prepared aquatic plants and shellfish for you in advance, and you will choose one as your first meal, Memories from past lives let you know that the best food, ice crystal stones, is nearby. You just find it and make it your first meal. Pure ice attribute energy cleanses your body. Get talent, cold resistance. The power in your previous life has been awakened. Sure enough, this is the second time you have used cryolite as your first meal. Talent upgrade, cold affinity. If you are lazy and delicious, you will naturally not let go of the food placed in front of you. I want them all. You ate the food given to you by the seal mother and got sufficient nutrition. Physique and lifespan are significantly improved. Level upgraded to bronze level 9. So cool. There is no need to choose this, it will be simulated automatically for you, and the rewards are more generous than before. There's nothing wrong with me, old man. After you have had enough milk and food, the seal mother will begin to teach you survival skills. If you want to survive in this chaotic prehistoric era, you must not relax every day. But Mother Seal discovered that you are extremely talented and there is almost nothing left to teach you. The seal mother plans to invite other powerful seals. Who do you plan to learn from? Clan Dada. Tail seal flicks. Teeth seal bites. Swift seal quickly. Has the choice come? Ying hesitated. Choose the most robust one. You plan to learn from Dian, who is also a tail seal. Seeing that you are extremely talented, Dui concluded that you are the only one chosen seal in a million, the hope of the tail seal. He taught you all his skills. And the speed at which you learn skills also makes him very happy. You have learned the skill, tail dance, beginner, You have learned the skill, shadow of the tail, beginner, Your skills, steel tail, whip, slap, and tail dash have improved proficiency. The Patriarch Dada has personally met with you and determined that you are the hope of the tribe. He will give you all the support you need. If you can perform well in the coming-of-age ceremony, he will personally teach you his unique skills. You got plenty of food. Your physical fitness is steadily improving. In the blink of an eye, 4 years have passed and you are 5 years old. Your level has been upgraded to Black Iron Level 1. The coming-of-age ceremony is coming soon. Which little seal do you plan to choose as your opponent? Need diamond suit, you will gain strength. Lulu diamond suit, good at speed. 1 diamond suit, seal beauty. They are all too weak, they are just bullying leopard, let's go together. See the fourth option. Ying was happy, live a new life. No, it's 2 lives, I embrace the return of the king. Don't say that the younger batch of baby seals are no match for me. I'm afraid the entire group won't be able to choose one. Sorry, what can be done? You leopard police. Come on, let's go together. The more leopards you have, the more excited I am. Ying stood in front of the scroll of imperial beasts. The eye circles are dark and the lips are white. Stayed up all night. He looked extremely weak, however, a look of excitement. Those who didn't know, thought he had taken the wrong medicine.